Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Rep versus Retail. This is our first sponsored video provided by Jack the Plug. His details will be in the description below. I do not condone selling fakes, but if you cannot afford the genuine and you're just planning to rock instead of selling, then that's your call. Personally, I would go for the authentics, but if you aren't keen on spending all that money, that's up to you. So what I have here today is a replica pair of the Yeezy V2 Zebras versus a retail pair. The retail pair is the one with dead stock with tags. They've never been worn, and the replica pair has been supplied by a customer. They've been worn once or twice, as you can see, a little discoloring on this sole. But let's get straight into it. If you're willing to spend around 2,000 AUD versus 1,500 USD on a retail pair, it's gonna be perfect, obviously, but you're paying for quality. I think the replica was like 250 AUD or something, so that's completely up to you. Yet again, I would say I do not condone selling these, just because there are a little bit of flaws once you get the detailed side of it. But if you just want to wear these, that's up to you. Do not sell fakes. It is not cool. Okay, get straight into it. So I also have the insoles taken out. Let's start straight with the insoles just because they're here and I can put them away. The top is the replica, the bottom is the retail. The only small detail would be that the text is darker on the retail pair, and on the Adidas logo, the trefoil, it's kind of breaking off. Like, I'm pretty sure they've used their own ink. Yeah, so the customers actually doesn't even have the insole in, so the quality control is kind of bad. But again, like I said, no one's going to see the insole, no one's going to check the actual shoe unless they have it in hand, so overall it's pretty good. The quality control, it already has creasing on the replica versus the retail. The text on the replica is bolder than the retail pair, but they still have the codes and all that correct. So congrats to Jack. Straight into it, the difference between the Supply 350 on the replica pair, which is the top, and the retail, which is the bottom, the spacing between the 350 and the pull tab is a little bit wider on the replica. So this is the replica. As you can see, it's got a bit of distance here versus the retail pair, which is very small, like extremely small, not even a finger. While on the replica, I can fit my whole finger in there. The Supply 350 has a very minute, small, red stitching outline box throughout the stripe, while on the replica pair, it's a little more noticeable. But then again, no one's going to pick that up as, like, if they're looking at it from afar. It's only if you take off the shoe and they start inspecting it. A normal person would just say, wow, Zebras, and they'll believe them because these are pretty good on that side. It's only the people that like know what they're looking for that would pick it up. But like I said, straight for your money, you're getting a pretty good shoe for your money. The quality control is a little bit lower, but obviously there's a big comparison between paying, let's say 250 AUD versus 2,000 AUD. Okay, so another small minute detail is on the stitching pattern, the black line here is a lot fatter on the replica pair, the replica being the top, but it's the most noticeable when you flip the shoe over to the other side. You've got the tiniest little black stripe there, best part of the pattern, versus a really big chunk here. That's just from my first glance, I've noticed, as well as for the pattern, the actual pattern drops a lot less on the retail and it's a lot less noticeable, you know. In hand is what you pick up the most on, but you know, if you're walking through in the street, no one's going to notice. As you can see here, drops down about over halfway, while the retail pair probably drops down maybe 1/3 of the way. Straight away, just from showing you now, you can see that these laces are a little bit fucked. That's because the laces on the replica pair are a lot longer versus retail. As you can tell, it's not that I've laced these shit. I've literally tried to lace them the same as the dead stock with tags. It's a similar one you learn in the shoe store, but it's basically all the same. The replica laces are way too long. You can fix that though by putting the laces on the inside. Yeah, the Yeezy laces actually run in then out, and then you just go straight from that. Another quick thing just to pick it up is the boost. The boost can never be replicated by replicas. It can never be copied. So replicas on the right, retails on the left. Obviously the sole's gonna have discoloring. That's not a problem. It comes the same as the retail pair, I'm pretty sure, with colors. With the boost on retail pairs, it's really soft, while replica pairs are a little bit harder. It still has the same comfort control though, The retail pair and the replica pair both feel the same when you put them on and walk around in them. The boost nibs have the right amount of numbers, but on the retail pair, the boost nib at the top with the dashes, you can only see half of it, while on the replica pair, you can see the whole one. The stitching on the back tab, so this is the retail pair, it's very fat and it's bumpy, as you can see here, and it runs all the way up, while the replica pair, sorry about that, is very flat. Put it on a side, you literally can't see any bumps. Now I'll do a comparison of retail. As you can see, the pattern on the actual zebra pattern here on the retail pair goes up just above the heel tab, while the replica goes all the way to the top. It's a pretty easy thing, but then again, no one's gonna see that shit. No one's gonna notice it if you're just purchasing to wear. The small details with the box, so with the Yeezy Boost 350 V2 size 9 tag, which is the replica, the text is a lot spaced out on the actual thing here, so the Yeezy Boost 350 V2, and the text is a lot darker for the colorway, so white, sea black, red, blah blah. It is a lot thicker than the retail pair, and the Yeezy Boost 350 is a lot less spaced out. But overall, just looking at the shoe, I probably rated an 8 out of 10. If the manufacturer did fix these errors that I've pointed out, then it'd be a solid 10. Just to recap again, I do not condone selling fakes. If you cannot afford the retail pair or can't get your hands on them through raffles and all that, honestly, if you want them, go for the replicas. They're pretty good. They're not good for selling. I would never sell them, but that's up to you. You can contact the manufacturer in the description through all of his social medias and everything. I'm pretty sure he posts detailed photos. But one last main thing is the size tag on the inside of the shoe. On the replica, see that blank space? It's meant to say male, male. Versus the retail pair, you can see the male, male straight away, just above the ART code. There you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more customs and comparisons, and we'll get you in the future. Enjoy.